Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Second one back. What's everyone been up to this week? I know it depends on what state you're in to what you can and can't be doing. I've been back at work this week, so it's nice to be back into a bit of a routine. Let us know. Pop in the comments. Well, tonight we're going to have a chat with Benny Allen, and he's got a new single that he wants to talk about, and we're going to maybe have a listen to that. So pop your questions in the comments, and we might welcome Benny into the room. Hello, how are you?
Hey, Danny, I'm really good. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Thank you for joining us. I've actually just had a guest come into my room. So if it comes across the screen, it's because he must have been hiding under the bed.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to snore like yours, but he will make different noises, I think.
All right. That's all right. It's an animal, not a strange man. Just
No,
called out.
man. Just a cat. He must have been hiding when I shut the door. And as soon as I went live, he just jumped. Of course, you're here now. Oh, how have you been?
Yeah, look, I've been really well, mate. It's a very strange world that we're in at the moment, but I've been fine still. We've just gone to stage 3 restrictions as of last week again.
Yes.
And they're talking at the moment potentially going to stage 4. But I don't know how much of that's a media beat up and how much of it is, what's actually going to happen. I guess for now, we just got to stick with it, do as we're told, and try and behave ourselves, and we'll all get through this.
Exactly right. Exactly right. We've done it before. We can do it again.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Are you nearby? Are you near where all those hotspots are?
No, look, I'm almost out of the Melbourne metro area, so where we are, if I was probably another 10K that way, I'd be able to travel freely and do that sort of thing. But unfortunately, still within the Melbourne metro, so we've still got to behave ourselves and do what we're told.
We're not very good at that, are we? Doing what we're told.
that seems to be the big problem that people have. But we'll just all have to get by and be friendly about it still. But try and help remind each other, because it is hard. There's that human nature thing. We just want to go do stuff,
and it's habit.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting told. I've got Amy telling me to use my mic. She says she can't hear me.
There we go. You must. I can hear everything fine. So keep letting us know if something comes up and you can't hear us. So you've been releasing music in this second lot of isolation, but it's not a new song. You wrote it a couple of years ago. Why now?
The plan was always to release the Battle of Point Nepean around this time of year, probably a month or two earlier even. It's just that when everything happened with the first lockdown, of course, we just went, oh, well, plans are out. Can't do any recording, can't go hit a studio. And I think it was probably about a month or two into the lockdown that Michael Carpenter did a little video regarding how he could do things remotely. And so I had a bit of a chat with Michael, and organised to have a microphone that I'll try and get a bit closer to for Amy. Sort of organised to. I did my guitar bits here, sent them up to Michael, who then did the real instrumental backing. He sent it back down. We did proper vocals. He got Luke Moeller involved over in Nashville, who did some fiddle work on it, and just put it all together remotely. So we did this quarantine song while we were all in quarantine. And as I said, there was never any intention that that was going to be part of the plan. And I wasn't sitting there going, oh, it's it's the right time to do it because everyone's in quarantine. This was always the plan. As I said, I'd written this song about 2 years ago. We were just getting ready to do the Never Knew I Was Country album. So I had my tracks already organized for that. So this wasn't then going to be squeezed onto that album. And so it's been kicking around since then. And I'm glad that it has been, because if I'd recorded it 2 years ago, it probably would have been a piano ballad. and
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
because that's how I wrote it at the time.
Yeah.
Since then, I've obviously had the opportunity to be more exposed to country music, to the different subgenres, and suddenly realised that look, doing it as a bush ballad is the best way of trying to do a song that's about Australian history.
Yeah. Well, it's fantastic. I love it. It's been played quite a bit on the radio. I've heard it quite a bit on different stations, so it's been good.
It's been fantastic. So you've heard that even down where you are. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I think I listen to a lot of different stations, but I've heard it on a fair few, so it's good.
yeah.
It's I think Australian music is getting played on a lot more
I
areas
think there's
down here
I think there's a lot of support going on just all over the country for
now.
Australian music at the moment, because there is that realization that the local musos are doing it hard, and it's about the only way to try and help them out is to play their
Yeah,
music on radio.
it's
And
great.
yeah, the feedback from everyone through radio has been fantastic to date as well. That as you know, we put the song out a couple of weeks before the iTunes release, and yeah, the uptake from radio was great straight away. Um, People that and just even to watch on the iPhones, we can do this thing called Shazam, where if
Yeah,
you hear a song that you like on the radio, you can Shazam it, and it tells you who the artist is and what the song is. And like I then get the stats for who's Shazamming. Well, not who, but how many people are Shazamming the song and where they're from. And yeah, just like it's really positive just to see the amount of people that are wanting to know, oh, what's this song, and even
that is
from the radio people that have turned around and um, have actually gone and done some googling and done some reading about Point Nepean before we do some interviews and things like that, which has just been fantastic in itself, because that's really what you want for when you're doing a
yeah,
song about Australian history. You want it to engage people and to have them go, wow, I didn't know that. I'm going to go find out more.
yep, and that's exactly right. And this song definitely gives you enough information to go, I want to look into this. It's really good. So you've done a great job. Tell us were you playing this live before you recorded it? Have you done any?
Yeah, I have played it live. Not regularly. It was more if I had to do some extended sets. Where if I'm playing a couple of sets, then yeah, I'll definitely squeeze it in.
Yep,
But yeah, it's not one that was in the short set, that's for sure. But and it's not because of anything other than um, it was a song. I guess even up until a couple of months ago, I still hadn't really worked out how it was going to go out properly. And
yeah,
doing it as a bush ballad, the hardest thing that I found was that, as you know, normally I'm in the alt country Americana sort of stuff, and I've sort of got my Americana accent that I tend to sing with, and to suddenly be going, no, that's not really going to suit the song as well. I really
mhm,
need to, you know, try and enunciate a bit different and have a slightly different accent when I'm singing. And to the point that I had my daughter at one stage say, "Why are you singing funny?" So I'm trying to sing with an Aussie accent. She said, "You are Aussie."
that's a good point. That is a good point.
It is, but no, look, I'm really glad with how it came up, and yeah, the delivery that I put together for it was, it's just come together better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah, that is great. Now, this song, it debuted at number 4 on iTunes, which is fantastic while you're in isolation. How did that feel?
It was like it was amazing. I think I woke up at about 3:30 in the morning, rolled over, checked the iTunes charts,
I
went
think you're early post. I think you're early
quickly did
post.
a Facebook post, and then rolled over and went back to sleep.
I was
And
awake when that came up. I saw it.
I was wrapped. It actually ended up climbing up to number 3 at one stage during the day, and it sat in the chart through until must have been about 6 o'clock last night.
Wow.
So to have a song sit there for that long is a very new thing for me, and I just know it's actually, without being too big-headed about it. I know it's actually a fairly good deal, to have that happen, because the amount of streaming that goes on, and the amount of I suppose historical songs that are in the charts nowadays, that just push everything out, because
Yes.
there's that much volume of people listening to older country music that just pushes everything else out of the charts. It was great to have the song sitting there for a couple of days. So yeah, absolutely blew my mind.
So exciting. Well done. And have you got more music coming out this year?
Yes, but shh. We'll
Don't.
talk about that more another day. But no, that definitely. In the process of finishing off some things at the moment, I definitely want to get another one out this year.
Wow.
My mind's completely reopened to this whole remote recording thing, and yeah, the aim is, look, it's not just while we're in quarantine. I'll probably continue to try and work with Michael so that we can end up trying to put an album together for some
Yeah.
stage, in the next 12 months. But yeah, for now at least, there's definitely going to be another single later on in the year, and yeah, that's really exciting as well.
Now, with the remote recording, obviously it's something that a lot of us, haven't done much of. Everybody's sort of doing that at the moment. Do you find that better and easier, or would you prefer doing it how you were doing it before?
Look, there's something more exciting about being in the studio, and even though as the artist, you end up sitting around most of the time, because look, I could play guitar on my own tracks, but when you're sitting there with people in the studio that are world class musicians, I
Yeah.
want them to be doing it. I want to get the best product that I can. So you end up doing a lot of sitting around. Yeah, to date, the only instruments I've played on anything so far has been just the piano work. But you know, so it's exciting being in the studio, and there's definitely a buzz about it. My favorite thing about doing the remote recording, though, was being able to take my time with the vocal a little more. Um,
Yeah.
because you're sort of cramming your studio time in, if you're just trying to get a track done in a day, um, you get to the end of the day and you go, right, now we're going to do this vocal, but the arrangement's slightly different on what you've been working with previously. It's sort of all new and fresh. And look, the vocals always sound good, but
Yeah.
you haven't had a chance to sit with the music and really work out where you want things to end up.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas working remotely, I had the song come back to me, and I was able to sit on it for a couple of days and drive around in the car listening to it, singing along and going, oh, wait, no, I want to move. And particularly with this track, because I wanted to make sure I got the delivery um,
Yeah.
correct. I didn't want it to be that it was as much of a sing song, and more that there was that storytelling aspect to it, and making sure that the timing on a lot of phrasing was correct. And yeah, I was really able to do that. So that part of it, I really enjoyed the finished product. Um,
Yes.
well, I don't think I could beat being in the studio while it's all being done, but I think going forward, even if I am doing studio stuff, I might try and plan to do it in stages, where maybe we'll do all
Yeah.
the instrumental first, and then I can sit on it for a couple of weeks or a month, and then go back and do that. But for now, yeah, the setup that I've managed to get at home to be able to do the vocal side of it has been fantastic. And yeah, we'll definitely be pushing forward with getting tracks put together, and yeah, in a very professional way.
It's fantastic. It's exciting. It's interesting because it's obviously, if you can bring bits and pieces of each of those ways, you'd have the perfect thing, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely. Look,
Yeah.
I was very lucky as well. I ended up winning this microphone, that we've got just here, which is way outside what I would normally pay for a microphone. So the good people at Shaw and also from APRA, I won a package at the start of the year, and part of it was some stuff from Shaw. So I got some headphones and a microphone, and things that were definitely outside what I would normally spend on a microphone and what my previous equipment was. So I think that part of it made a really big difference, just even in terms of being able to do the home recording, but
Yep.
doing it with professional grade gear.
It was meant to be.
Yes.
It was meant to be. Now, I know you've got your guitar sitting behind you. Would you like to do a song for us?
Oh, I think I could.
I think you could.
I think I could. I think
Well,
if we're
I'm
going to play a song, I know there might be some people out there who haven't actually heard the Battle of Point Nepean yet, so we might play that now.
Well,
The
I
only
will give
thing-
you room.
Okay, I will see you soon. Now, the thing to keep in mind, everyone, is that normally, if you listen to the recorded track, which you can purchase off iTunes or listen to on your Spotify or any of those good digital services, is that you will hear the rest of the instruments as well, including Luke Moeller's wonderful fiddle and Michael Carpenter on every other instrument. He's very talented. This is the Battle of Point Nepean. No, it's not. It's not the Battle of Point Nepean. It's the battle with the guitar while I try and remember how to start it. We'll try again. The Battle of Point Nepean. Do you know Fort Nepean with its guns built in the hill? 6-inch shells that fired, but blood they never spilled. For we never needed cannons to protect Port Phillip Bay. But the Battle of Point Nepean left many in their graves. In November 1852, ship came from London town, bound for southern Australia. When the bodies they fell down, the Ticonderoga was brought near to its knees. 100 dead, 300 ill, with fever and disease. The Battle of Point Nepean was to save our nation's pride. So many thousands perished and never made it out alive. The sick were housed in canvas and then stuck into the ground. They weren't given coffins, there were none of them around. The dead were buried shallow, as no one would dig deep, afraid that the perished would give the secrets that they keep. The Battle of Point Nepean was to save our nation's pride. So many thousands perished and never made it out alive. William Walker's son John, he died of whooping cough. The first among the hundreds to be buried in a box. Quarantine station, it grew to buildings made of stone. And even those that didn't die were left for months alone. The Battle of Point Nepean was to save our nation's pride. So many thousands perished and never made it out alive. The Battle of Point Nepean was to save our nation's pride. So many thousands perished and never made it out alive. So many thousands perished and never made it out alive.
What a song.
Thank you, mate.
Jan,
Jan,
hi.
Hello, Jan, and hello to Amy before. I do apologise for not saying hello properly. And hello to anyone else that's watching. It's just if you don't comment, I can't see who you are. So
hey, hi.
appreciate anyone that's tuned in and anyone that watches it later as well.
And just so that everyone knows, Becky's sitting here watching the comments, and she's actually dancing. She's really quite a talented dancer. We might have to get her on the show dancing one day.
I love it.
Oh. Now, Betty, we haven't really talked yet about all your different things that you can get from your websites and things.
Yeah,
You're wearing one. I've got one sitting here. And what's this all about? Because it doesn't have Benny Allen on it.
Well, if you turn it around, it does. On the back of it, there's Benny Allen.
Does, not at the front. Tell us a bit about Gus.
Oh, look, as you know, and a few other people that follow me on the social media side of things, I've got an Australian bulldog by the name of Gus, who is my traveling companion. So both when I'm out on the road fixing things as a tradesman sort of thing, I'll always have Gus with me. And of course, he also comes on the road with me when we're doing music things as well. And Gus sort of developed into having his own fan following, and I think sometimes still when I put a photo of Gus up, he often gets more likes and shares than I do. So that's all right. That's what teaches us humility. So
you might have to have him as your next album cover.
Well, look, there is an option for that. Look, he does have his own song, which is actually the long title is "An Old Dog's Bed Is Where He Lies," but that turned into the Old Dog Caps. As part of the merch. And look, I just thought I like the Old Dog as a brand as much as anything. I just thought, look, it doesn't have to be necessarily all about me. We'll put the really liked it as well. Just even the concept, and I know he actually wears his hat quite a bit, even though he makes everyone else's. So that was good. I'm just reading the comments here, and Beck, you're not having my dog. I don't know how many times we have to have this conversation.
I've heard that before. I actually really like these hats, and I'd wear it all the time, but it is too big for me. It just swims on my head. So I'm going to have to get a smaller one next time I see you. It's I've got a little head. There's lots in there, I'm sure.
That's what I get out of that is that I have a large head. So yes. But no, one of the tracks on the next album will be "An Old Dog's Bed Is Where He Lies." Most likely going to be a piano version of it, just because I really like how it comes together on the piano. But look, that's one of the ones that, as we've talked about previously, I like to travel, and music's let me do that. And sometimes I get to go to places I've never been. Oh, I got to plug in for another song. But a lot of the time, because I'm on the road and you're driving for hours on end, usually after a few hundred kilometers, something starts to tick over, and I usually end up writing a song while I'm traveling. And that's how Old Dog came about. Was a mate actually commented, and it was something along the lines of, "I can't wait for your next song, couch surfing into your 30s," or something like that. And I commented at the time, I replied with "An Old Dog's Bed Is Where He Lies," and just went, "Oh my God, that's an awesome awesome idea." And put this song together, which again, it's a beautiful song, and I can't wait to get that out. But it won't be the next one that we get out, but it will definitely be on the album.
It sounds like this next album is going to be one to look forward to. So we'll have to keep an eye on Benny's socials and things, because I'm sure before long we'll have a whole new album.
Oh, look, we definitely hope so. But what I really need is people's support at the moment, right this second, with the Battle of Point Nepean. Because obviously the better we can get this particular song to do means the more chance I've got of getting the album off the ground sooner, and of then getting it out to people. So it's really exciting, and I just feel really lucky that I get to do this, and get to write songs, which I've always done, but to then get them out into the world and have people enjoying it it's just fantastic. And I just love that I'm connecting with people. So it's just lovely, Danny.
It's fantastic. Well, tell us where we can get this song at the moment.
Look, easiest way is off the digital method. So I've really been pushing the iTunes angle in the lead up to its release, but it is also on any of the other digital things that you want to go to. So it's on YouTube. There's no music video for it yet because I'm not allowed to leave the house.
So when you say yet, does that mean there will be?
Oh, I'd love to, because I want to go down to Point Nepean and actually, record it down where the quarantine station is, and really include all that into it. And at the moment you're just not allowed out. So I don't think the locals would like it. And there is every chance. I know last time we had stage 3, they actually shut off the national park that is part of it. So at the moment there won't be a video for it coming out, but the song's on YouTube still. It's also on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon and Napster and Deezer and all the other digital things people might want. But there's no hard copy of it. I've had a few people ask about that, without getting a whole bunch of people that want to do it. It's really difficult. And we buy a whole bunch. I mean, we're probably going to do 100 odd to make it economically viable. So unfortunately, at this stage, there won't be a CD single of the Battle of Point Nepean. But if people want to get it on iTunes, there is more chance of that happening, because we can get some buzz going and try and get some more people interested in that.
Absolutely.
But as well, we'll definitely go on the CD or the vinyl, because I will do another batch of vinyl for the second album.
That is great. I've got your last vinyl, and that was fantastic. So, speaking of that, can we still get your other album?
Yes, we still have copies of both CD and vinyl for Never Knew I Was Country. So yes, people can definitely get that. They can get any like t-shirts as well. I haven't put the stubby holders on yet. I've got to put the stubby holders on.
Stubby holders.
Yes, I've got grab yourself a drink stubby holders. So I've got to get those onto the web store. So if people want to go to bennyallen.rocks, I've got my what is it, web shop, whatever you want to call it. You can buy things from it anyway. And that's everything that I've got available to sell. And also it's got the links to most of the digital media on there as well.
Excellent. So jump over there and have a look. But if you're not already, follow Benny on Facebook. Go and find his page and give it a like, so you can keep an eye out for his music as it comes out, because it's going to be a great year, I think, for you, even from home.
Yeah, well, I don't mind home. It's all right. I've got a guitar here, a piano, the dog.
The dog.
It's good. No, thank you so much, Danny. I really do appreciate the amount of support that you give me, and it's just a shame that we can't catch up more often. But
I know it won't be long. Won't be long.
No, that's it. Well, I see. I was supposed to be on tour this year. We're supposed to hit the road and head to places I've never been, which included heading down to Tassie. And I'm only allowed to go to Woolies nowadays.
I had a beer tour ready down here. You've done so many places with this virtual beer tour. When you come down here, there's so many places that we're going to have to go to try. I'm going to have to find a driver. I'll work on that. Beck, are you coming? No, because she'll have beer with us, so we're going to need another driver.
This is going to be a very messy trip.
We'll have to get someone that doesn't drink to come with you, and we'll end up doing a little. There's plenty of beer places. There's even some just down the road from my house, so we'll be fine.
Nice one.
Well, thank you so much for joining me again. It's always great to have you on the show, and I think this song is wonderful. So well done.
Thank you so much, Danny. And again, thank you for your support, and I'll catch you next time, mate.
Absolutely. Thank you. And guys, we will be back next Wednesday with 2 shows. We've got on Wednesday, we've got Scarlett's Way joining us, and on Thursday, we've got Silverline. So please join us again at 7 o'clock next Wednesday. Thank you so much, Benny.
Thank you, mate. See ya.
See ya.